Good morning. Today is Sunday, March 10th, 2024, and this is the weekly Bitcoin price forecast. So seeing where Bitcoin went in the last week and where it could potentially go in the future. So if you've been paying attention at all, you know for a fact that this has been a fantastic week for Bitcoin. We hit two records this week. You hit the all-time high, I think, on Monday or Tuesday. And the previous all-time high was 69,000. And then at the end of the week on Friday, you hit 70,000. So again, two major milestones back to back within a 5-day period. So it's so crazy because really maybe about a month ago, Bitcoin was sitting right around 50,000 in February. It wasn't even a month ago. I think this is a span of maybe about 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, it was around 50,000, 51,000, and then it just kept going and did not turn around. And I've been telling people this for a minute. This is going to happen a lot quicker than people think. I think actually the cycles are starting to get slower. This is actually faster. I'm sorry. The cycles are starting to get faster as time goes by, because really we are in the phase of mass adoption. We're in the phase of mass adoption at this point because, again, Bitcoin has been signed off. It's been signed off by the government. It's been signed off by Wall Street. The powers that be have blessed Bitcoin and said that this is going to be the one that we're going to go with moving forward. They're doing the same thing with Ethereum too in the coming months, but that's a story for another day. You have these ETFs that are absorbing 6,000 to 9,000 Bitcoin a day, like per day. They are on the open market Monday through Friday, just absorbing tons and tons of Bitcoin. And that's going to continue. And the only thing that you're going to see is you're going to see more corporations start to do this. You're going to see more, big entities start to do this, but we are off to the races. I don't know if you can tell, but this is a vertical line. It's going straight up. The era of curves is over. This is looking like a Nike check mark. It's going straight up. And it's going to continue that way. I talked about this parabola months and months ago. And it's still here. It's still just absolutely, that's beautiful. It is a big down swoop and then a continued on move upwards. So we can look at that, put the drawings on that we had. I can take this away because that's so far from the curve that I don't think we're going to go back there. We're not going to go back here. We're not going to go back here. That weekly, that demand doesn't matter. I could leave it. I'll leave this one here because that may be okay. So I can leave these two here, and just continue on in that way. And as a matter of fact, I'll leave that there too. I will leave that there because this is a good frame of reference to see where it came and exactly where it broke out, because this was textbook. Bounce off here, up, down, and you probably could have drawn this probably that was around October. Broke through this upper channel and then came back down, settled out for a quick second, and then it was off to the races. And you see there's no sign of pulling back at this point. There was a quick pause right here. I'm not entirely sure why there was such a pause for that 1 week and where it went nowhere, but I think they may do that strategically just to see what not to run price up too quickly. I think that's the big thing. They don't want to run price up too quickly because, again, at the end of the day, they're trying to get the lowest price possible. So if you look at that parabola, it is just straight up into it's going to keep going up to as this continues to extend. I don't need to extend the left line. I can extend that line. That's going to, just continue to extend. So, when you see this fall out of the parabola, that could be a fantastic buying opportunity because it's still going to continue to go up. There's going to be a continued buying pressure at this point. It's just going to continue on with the movement. I mean, there's just so much institutional money. Retail, I believe, is waking up at this point. We're about to enter the euphoria phase where you start to see a lot of people acting irrationally in the market. There's a lot of people in the market, and one thing that we do, people believe themselves to be logical, but we are very irrational creatures, especially when it comes to money. So you're going to see that. You're going to see a lot of irrational behavior for sure. Let me see. When it comes to the buying and selling of Bitcoin, so again, let's take a look at how big this move is from two different fronts. So we'll look at the Fibonacci. Where could it potentially come back down to? Let's say that's actually I'll leave that 0.382 there. That's fine. We'll leave it there. And then I'll draw a smaller fib from here to here. Kind of like reevaluating, because these are different conditions. These are different conditions than what was set up prior to. Oh my gosh, there we go. So really you have, is that, yeah, like the lowest it could go back down to is about 52. I'm seeing like maybe potentially 52, because you would end up hitting all of these areas at once. The moving averages are so far away on the weekly chart that weekly doesn't matter. Monthly, I mean, it's just clearly going up. You see every single one of these are curving up at this point. Daily should be a little bit closer. Yeah. So right now I'm saying that this area right here, this area right here, all of that is about as low as we can go. We can go about there. I think we can do that. If we were going to have some type of pullback, and if it gets down here, I do not hesitate. Again, this is not financial advice, but in my opinion, I would not be hesitant to buy in that area. Just because it is such a strong pullback, and it's an area that a lot of people are watching, because the people who are watching the moving averages are right here. The people who are watching the Fibonacci's are right here. The people who look at supply and demand are paying attention to this, and so on and so forth. And it's on a higher time frame too. We're talking about a daily chart too, not a 4-hour or anything else like that. So we could go back down to the 4-hour and see that there is imbalance to clean up here. This has already been cleaned up. So this is when we hit the all-time high. You hit the all-time high right here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Alt H. You put like a horizontal line right there. So 69,000. We'll put that at the all-time high at 69,000. And we'll do another one at 70,000. 70,000. So you see you hit that kind of at the end of the week. So you hit the all-time high on Monday or Tuesday morning. It was either Monday or Tuesday morning. If we zoom in, we could probably tell you. Or actually, I can tell you right here. So this one never got up to 69,000, actually. Yeah, so it wasn't until Tuesday morning that we hit the all-time high. Zoom in a bit. Yeah, so you hit that on Tuesday, and then on Friday mornings, as soon as came out the gate, you hit the $70,000 mark. It was a wick up, and then it just has continued to sail up that direction ever since. So listen, it's moving. We've broken the all-time high. There's nothing really left to say at this point, except good luck, with everything that goes on here, because like there's going to be this is going to happen fast. This is going to happen very quick. I think a lot quicker than a lot of people understand. So we look at even the daily chart. This is just like the nature, these parabolas and all the stuff that we're looking at. Like this is the nature of these exponential / parabolic moves. Like they go, they start out very slow. Like if you really think about it, it was all the way over here, for months and months and months and months. We're talking about May of 22? And it didn't even really break out of that range until the end of 2023. So there's a level of patience that you have to have with markets like this. And as we can see, we're just now getting started too. We're getting started. We're well past we're at the finish. Like we're at the starting line right now. Like the halving was part of the starting line because that provided the capital. And then the other starting line that we had was breaking the all-time high. That's the point when you start to see the masses fumble in, the institutions fumble in, the corporations fumble in, the nation states start to gravitate towards crypto as well, and you just see it's a lollapalooza of money that ends up flowing into the space, trillions of dollars, in fact. That's pretty much all I had. Like it's I'm excited. I'm super excited for sure. This is something I've been waiting for a long time. But we're finally here, and it's gonna be fantastic. So yeah, this has been Chris Talks Crypto. Check out any crypto-based resources on christalkscrypto.com. We have a Telegram group that's actually gone private. We may end up opening that in the coming weeks, probably around April or so. But a community of about 50 something people. I mean, we just talk crypto every day and chop it up. So, again, Chris Talks Crypto. Check out anything on christalkscrypto.com, and I will see you all on the moon. Take care. Bye bye.